What's going on there, guys? It's Dynamo 1703 here, and welcome to this commentary. And today we are talking about the upcoming Star Wars game, Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. So, quite recently, there was a trailer dropped for this new game, and EA are publishing it. And from the last two games of Star Wars that EA have published, I've not been huge fans of them. I mean, the games themselves can be saw as like quite solid in certain aspects, but there's a few things wrong. Anyway, we'll start off with the differences. This is a single player only game from what we know of, and I'm pretty sure it's going to stay that way, which is a good thing for a Star Wars game, you know, especially for something like this. So basically today I'm just going to talk about things that I know about the game and what most of you will already know, and if you want to have your say, then use the comment section down below, and you know, just get talking about it if you see anyone else's comments. Okay, so we'll start off today in talking about who's actually making the game. So although EA are publishing the game, they're not making it. It's being made by Respawn, and obviously if you don't know who they are at point if you don't know who they are at this point, then you might be a little bit behind. But anyway, Respawn are the makers of Titanfall 1 and 2, and they're also the makers of the new hit Battle Royale game Apex Legends. Me personally, I don't really play Apex Legends, but I have played the Titanfall games, and I did enjoy the Titanfall games, and I still do when I actually play them. So yeah, I think Respawn are good developers, and I can definitely see the gameplay being good here if they do it right. Obviously they had to get something in there that made it look like Titanfall, as you see the main character Cal actually run across a wall, which is I just thought Titanfall right away, which was the funniest part. Anyway, so the game is set, I guess you could say, in the movie universe. It's set after episode 3, so it'll be after episode 3, and it'll obviously be before Rogue One. And the game is taking place just after Order 66, basically when they wanted all Jedi to be executed, and you play as Cal Kestis, who is a Jedi who was a Padawan and obviously has managed to survive Order 66. So already, just by hearing that story, it does sound like it's very promising and could be a good game. I mean, that's the way I saw it anyway, because that was one of the better prequel movies, and to do something afterwards, they would really need to make it good, and I feel like they will. I don't want to be too optimistic though, because EA will be EA. So yeah, so the trailer was very promising. It's all cutscene from the looks of it, but obviously that's all you will get at this point, because we need to wait until November until the actual game comes out, and it'll be out before the final Star Wars movie, which is good. So it'll just build up the hype a little bit more, I suppose, like, just in a way. But yeah, there was one part in the trailer where Cal is fighting a purge trooper, and it does look like gameplay, and it doesn't look too bad. He's just using the Force. You don't really see anything with the lightsabers. Speaking of lightsabers, a point I wanted to bring up is that if they are going to do a Jedi based game, surely the lightsaber battles are not going to be like what they are in Battlefront, because they are awful. Like, it is so bad. That is like the worst part about their Star Wars games, I think. And that's just an opinion, but I'm pretty sure a lot of people will agree as well, because it just kind of reminds you of like when you were a kid, and if you had like say Star Wars action figures or something, that's what the fighting's like what you would have to do with an action figure. It's like they just smack off of each other. So yeah, if they're going to do a Jedi game, they need to do it properly. They can't do something like that. So to look at the main characters in this game, we have Cal Kestis, that's obviously the main character, and that is who you'll be playing as, obviously. And he's just a Padawan that survived Order 66. And I'm assuming that it's just all, like, there's not too much about the story yet, but, you know, the trailer was promising, like I said, so I'm hoping to find out more if they drop any more trailers or even a gameplay trailer, which would be good. Another character I found is called Sierra, I think that's how you would say it. By the way, I'm getting these off of IGN, that's where I'm getting these, but there's one called Sierra, which is another Jedi survivor who's been in hiding. I'm just going to assume that that's going to be just someone to fight alongside, or you never know, if they go down the route of other playable characters, then you could be playing as her as well. And from the looks of things in the trailer, it's the enemy is second sister, and yeah, me personally, I don't know too much about this, but I've been trying to read up on it. Basically, that's who it looks like is going to be the main villain. If you don't know who that is, I'll put a picture up right about now. And yeah, so that's who it is. You'll obviously recognise her from the trailer. And last but not least, we have the Purge Troopers. The Purge Troopers are just, in a way, they kind of remind me of the bodyguards. I think it's Count Dooku's bodyguards, because they have similar weapons. But no, I know that these guys were made in the same like type of universe as this one is, because it's between obviously Episode 3 and Rogue One, or as you put it now, between A New Hope. So yeah, I'm not sure that they're going to be the whole thing, because it's definitely stormtroopers, because they've turned up in the trailer. I think I saw it somewhere that there is going to be parts where there's lots of stormtroopers just against you, and that's going to look like, visually it's going to be very good, and if it's played right as well, it's going to look very good, and it's going to feel very good like as you're playing the game. Overall, to conclude this video, all I want to say is, somehow don't mess this up, because it does look really, really good. We knew for a long time that there was a Star Wars game coming out, and it was going to be published by EA, but this is after seeing the trailer, and it's looking very promising, like I've said many times. And the reason I just say it many times is because I just really want it to be a good Star Wars game, because it feels like a while since we've had one anyway. So guys, I'm going to end this video here, and if you guys have enjoyed this commentary and you want to see more like it, then definitely leave this video a like. Also, check out all my socials down below, and check out my second channel. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.